As Jesse just moseyed around. Oh, that sun is nice and bright. Yes. Woo! All right, this morning we're going to start with a warm-up, and then we're going to jump into our strength training. So have your dumbbells available to you. But first, we're going to start in a lateral walk. So you're just going to find yourself at the end of your mat, come into your squat, and you're going to walk the length of your mat. Let me pin myself on that screen. Yeah. Whoopsie. Keep it going, Kels. Wonder if this is too dark. Nice job. Last one. And then we're going to find ourselves on the mat on all fours. Knees stacked underneath the hips. We're going to bring one knee up to the chest, bring it up into a full circulation of that joint. Back is nice and flat. Don't arch that back to bring the foot up. We're just going to come into big hip circles. Foot is flexed in the back. Another 3, 2, 1. Switch up that foot. Left knee comes to hug the chest. Big circulation around that joint. Different type of hip circles. Last one. Put that knee onto the mat. Press your toes into the mat. Lift the knees up off the mat. Come into a down dog. Walk your hands to the feet. We're going to come into 2 inchworms here. Walking those hands out. Keep going, Kels. Oh, there she goes. Hey, we are just starting in our warm-up. If you could please mute your microphone for me, please. Because I do record these sessions, so if you're talking, it's going to jump back to you. Thanks. All right, let's go into one more inchworm. Legs straight, walk it out. Pause in your high plank. Right foot's going to meet the right hand. Drop the left knee to the mat, uncurl the left toes. Right hand comes up into your spinal twist. It's called our world's greatest stretch. If you want to go a little bit deeper into the stretch, you're going to come on the outside of that foot, of the right foot. Lifting the big toe. Another 3, 2, 1. Plant the right hand down onto the mat. Uncurl that back to go back into your down dog. Pedal out your dog by bending your knees. Return back to your high plank. Hands stacked underneath the shoulders. Left foot comes to meet the left hand. Drop the right knee. Uncurl the right toes. Lift the left hand up. Nice deep spinal twist here. Again, you can come on the outside of your left foot to go a little bit deeper into the stretch of your groin. Another 3, 2, 1. Plant the hand back down onto the mat. Uncurl that back foot back into your down dog. This time, walk your feet to meet your hands. Straight legs. Standing all the way up. And going into nice tall windmills here. Starting to stretch out through those shoulders. Picking up the speed a little bit here. Another 3, 2, 1. Send those arms to the back. For another 3, 2, 1. Final exercise in that warm-up. Interlace those fingers. Hands come up nice and high. Go into your back extension. Lean back. Send the belly up top. Exhale. Go a little bit deeper. And now we're going to switch it up and go into a flexion. So we're going to inhale, bending at the waist, dropping the hands to the ground, and sway the hips side to side. Next job, ladies. Back up nice and tall. Shake it out. We're going to have 2 groups of exercises today with a total of 6 exercises split up into 2 groups of 3. Sorry, my lighting is a little off. I'm going to step into it. We're going to be performing 6 exercises split up into 2 groups of 3. Our timing today is going to be 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. And as I mentioned earlier, we are going to be using your weights. I know some of you only have 10 pounders. This is going to be ideal for you. Number 1, we're going into a sumo squat. How we're going to do that, we're going to open up the legs, take a big giant step like a sumo wrestler, and then also open up the toes, step face to a 10 and a 2. Hands are going to be between the legs here. We're going into a sumo squat. So we're going to bend the knees first. Exhale, lift it up, drive through the heels to stand all the way up. Going into our sumo squat here. Second one up, we're going into a swing with a shoulder press. So you're going to lightly drop the arms, squeeze the tushy, bend the elbows, bring the dumbbells up to your shoulders. Another bend of the knees helps to bring the shoulders up top. Drop the elbows, uncurl the arms. Again, finding the momentum of the knees, squeeze your tushy, bring those dumbbells up to the shoulders and press them up overhead. Our swing shoulder press. And then finally, we're going to drop it onto the mat. We're going into a tricep extension with a sit-up. So we're going to hold just one dumbbell for here. I have a 10-pounder in my hand. I'm going to interlace my fingers around that dumbbell. Core is firmly connected. We're going to drop the arms behind the head, keeping the core and the lower back firmly on the mat. And we're going to engage through the core and sit all the way up and reach for the ceiling. Drop it back down, hold behind the head, extend through the arms and reach up for the ceiling. In this format, we're going to complete 3 rounds, 1 set of each and 3 laps through. You'll get a water break, and then we're going to shift into the next 3 exercises that we're going to complete for today. So I'm going to get our clock started. We have 20 seconds. We're going to get started in that sumo squat. So again, we're going to take a big giant step and then curl the toes out to a 10 and a 2. Hands are going to be between the legs here. We are bending at the knees here. Remember, squats, we bend our knees first, and the deadlift, we hinge. Here we go, ladies. In 3, 2, 1, bend at those knees, squeeze that tushy, come out all the way up. You want your weight to be on your heels. Chest is tall. Yes, gaze is looking strong. Beautiful. If you want to, you can literally lift the toes up to be able to shift your weight to the back of the body and really drive into your glutes. Nice job, Kelsey. Way to go, Bosh. Keep it up, ladies. We have another 5 seconds here. Another 3, 2, 1. Way to go. Drop 1. Oh, drop those weights, shake it out. We're going right into those swings and shoulder presses. Remember, we're slowly dropping our weight down, activating the glutes, squeeze the glutes, bring the dumbbells up to the shoulders, bend the knees like slightly again, and then press up overhead. I'm using 2 10-pounders for this one. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, bend the knees a little bit, find the momentum in the glutes to lift those dumbbells up to the shoulders, little micro bend here, and then bring it all the way up. Momentum through the glutes, not that lower back. If you're still having troubles here, you could, instead of swinging, we can just take a little deadlift, then bicep curl and shoulder press. Totally fine. If that swing is too much for your lower back, 86 that guy all together. Always including our booty in here. Another 3, 2, 1. Yes. We made it. Drop one of those dumbbells. We're only going to work with that one dumbbell here. Unless your weights are super light, but I'm using a 10-pounder and I'm only going to use one for this exercise. We're going to that tricep extension with that sit-up. So again, lower back is connected into the mat. You want to do that by lifting your hips, tilting them forward, and placing your lower back. Here we go, ladies. In 3, 2, 1. Drop the hands behind the head, straight arms. Engage those triceps. Exhale and lift all the way up into your sit-up. Drop it back down. So not only getting a core workout here with some weights, but also working the triceps and the shoulders. Lower back is always on the mat when your hands are going behind the head. We don't want an arch in that lower back, otherwise you are recruiting the muscles of your lower back. Another 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! Way to go, ladies. Shake it out. We're going back to the top. Back into those big sumo squats we were doing. Second round. Another 5 seconds. Open up those legs. Open up the toes. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and lift. Gaze is looking nice and high. You go, ladies. Let me come check you out. Nice job. Way to go, Kelsey. You hot mamas. Yay! I love having a mom group in here. You ladies light up my life. And your babies do too. Almost there. Breathe it out. Another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Yeah, baby. 20 seconds to shake it out. I'm gonna drop my weights on this one. I've been having some tendonitis in my elbow. I do a little too many pull-ups. So, gonna take it easy on this shoulder, on this arm, and drop my weights. We're going into those swing shoulder presses in 3, 2, 1. Drop the weight a little bit. Engage the glutes. Press those guys up overhead. If you're working with heavier weight, this is a perfect way to generate some power to get those dumbbells high above the head. Be able to lift those kiddos. You gotta be hot, strong mamas to be able to always lift the kids. Throw them around. Breathe, exhale when you push up overhead. Here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! Now I'm gonna go back to my 110-pound dumbbell. That was a perfect weight for this tricep extension. Last set of round number 2. Dumbbells nice and high. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go, ladies, go. Drop that dumbbell behind the head, straight arms. Engage that core, lift all the way up, reach for the ceiling. Remember, always being mindful of that lower back connection. Make sure there's no arch in their back. And as I mentioned, if you do have an arch, how to eliminate it. Lift the hips up, tilt them towards the ceiling, then lower your back onto the mat. All of a sudden, you feel tension in your core. That's exactly the momentum we're looking for. Keep it up for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, baby. Get on up top. We're going into round number 3. After this round, we'll get a water break, and then we're going into another group of exercises. Back into those sumo squats in 5, 4, 3, open up those toes, 2, and go, ladies, go. Hot booty summer. Gotta get into some thongs this summer, right? I'm just kidding, but maybe I'm not. I know you feel so good about yourselves. Ooh, hot mamas in bikinis. At the watering hole, at the beach. Summer is coming at us. Beautiful job. Again, if you're feeling this more in your quads than your glutes, lift the toes. Physically lift your toes off the mat. Shift your weight back. This will help to activate that glute. Done here in 3, 2, 1. Heck yeah. Drop that weight, shake it off. We're going into those shoulder presses. I'm gonna switch up my weights again. Going a little smaller. 5 seconds here, my ladies. In 3, 2, 1. Slight bend in those knees. Bring those dumbbells up to the shoulders. Micro bend here and press up overhead. You want to just think about it generating an extra little power to be able to push the weight. I know, Bosh, you only have 10 pounders, so this is perfect for you. Micro bend in those knees helps to find that power to bring those dumbbells up overhead. Or you could just pick up Tessa. 5 seconds here, Kels. Keep it up. Another 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Last time you're going to do that exercise. Finishing it up with that tricep sit-up. I'm going to grab that 110-pound dumbbell again. Another 10 seconds. Last one, and then you'll get a water break. 5 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Drop the elbows behind the head. Engage through the core and lift all the way up. Knees are nice and wide. Gaze is looking at the ceiling, contemplating whether you should paint it or not. How did all those cobwebs get up there? Exhale as you come up and lift. Inhale on the way down. Got another 10 seconds here, ladies. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Absolutely killing it, my rock stars. Another 3, 2, 1. Yes. Drop that weight down, shake it out. As you grab some water, I'm going to explain the next series of exercises. Number 1, we're going to come into a sumo deadlift. So similar to that deadlift squat, we're going to take a big giant stance, open those toes up, and instead of bending the knees, we're going to be hinging at the waist, like you want to moon the person behind you. Hinge at the waist, drop the chest, back is nice and flat, squeeze the glutes to pick yourself back up. So the squat works your glute maximus, your deadlift works your glute minimus. This is all part of your booty here. Number 2, we're going to go into a row. I'm going to use 10-pounders for this one. We're going to hinge at the waist. Again, send the booty out so the entire posterior chain is on. Dropping the arms nice and flat. We're going to then bring them up behind the body. Not out to the side. We want them to fit in our shoulder pockets and return right back to that rib cage. And finally, we're going to take just 1 dumbbell again. Coming down onto the mat, work a little bit more in core. Legs are going to be up nice and high. We're going to reach for the toes. Those are going to be our 3 exercises. We're going to start with that sumo deadlift and then go into our rows and then following it off with some abs. So let's get that clock started. We're going to have 20 seconds before we begin into that sumo deadlift. All right, yeah. Another 10 seconds. Take that giant step. Open up the toes. Remember, we're hinging at the waist here. Again, dumbbells are close in the middle. In 3, 2, 1, hinging down. You should be feeling this right in the hamstrings. Different position than from that squat. Give you a side angle view. You're taking your giant step. Open up the toes to a 10 and a 2. Hinge at the waist. Show the person behind you your booty. Dumbbells are coming close to the body. You literally want to drop them between your feet so that you're not engaging your lower back. We still want our core connection here. Keep it up for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, shake it out. We're going to be going right into those rows. So again, hinging at the waist. So the glutes are on, hamstrings are on, back is flat. In 5 seconds, dumbbells will be on the outside of the legs. 3, 2, 1. Engage both the elbows, bring them up to the rib cage, and drop them back down. This helps to strengthen the upper back. Pull the shoulder blades back. Still activating through those glutes though. You know it's always a booty workout at the end of the day. Exhale as you lift. Inhale on the way down. You have 5 seconds. Another 3, 2, and 1. Woo, stand up nice and tall. Hi, gorgeous. A little Tesla. Drop it down onto the mat. We're going into those leg reaches. Lift the toes up, flex the feet. 5 seconds. We're going to be reaching for the toes in 3, 2, 1. Bring up that back and reach for the toes. Upper back is lifting off the mat. Lower back is firmly connected into the mat. Feet are nice and high. Exhale and release. Or inhale, release. Exhale as you push up. Reaching for your toesies. Another 10 seconds. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, that lit me up. Nice job. We're going right into round number 2. Woohoo! Get into those deadlifts. We're going to take a big sumo step. The big sumo man. And we're going to open up the toes here. We're going to hinge out the waist. In 3, 2, 1. Go, ladies, go. Back is nice and flat. Now come check out your backs over here. Beautiful. Excellent technique, Kels. Way to go, Bosch. You should physically feel those glutes on. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Going into those rows. Shake that tushy out. Remember, hinging at the waist, glutes are on, posterior chain is strong. By posterior chain, I just mean all the muscles of the back. In 3, 2, 1, go, ladies, go. Sorry, not just the muscles of the back, but the hamstrings, the glutes, everything in the back of the body should be on and strong. Head's looking down. Good. Palms are facing each other in our neutral grip. Ladies is strong. Strong like bull. 5 seconds. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. Drop one of those weights down. Come on down to the mat. If you're feeling frisky, you can use both your dumbbells. Get 10 pounders up here and then reach for the toes. Your call. I'm going to use one. Last one in this round. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Reach for those toesies. Maybe you see your toes and you're like, should probably get a pedicure. If that's the case, then you're looking in the right direction. Up at the ceiling, up at your toes. Yes, I cracked myself up. Really, this is 30 minutes of chatting with myself. I'm grateful you could be here for my comedy hour. Comedy half hour. 10 seconds. Oh, I love you, ladies. Give me another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh man, just like that, we're going into our final round. Final countdown. Sun kind of moseyed around. Now you can see me, now you can't. Now you see me, now you can't. Last round, ladies. Grab those dumbbells. We're going into that sumo deadlift. Big, nice step. Open up your toes. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hinge at the waist. Lift those bad boys up. Slow the movement down. The further you can go down to the ground, the better hip mobility you have. But that doesn't have to be the case. You do not have to go down to the mat. If you're feeling that your hamstrings are on fire halfway through, that's your end range of motion. Be feeling this in the glutes, not in the lower back. I always emphasize lower back connection because we don't want to end up like Jessie. No back problems here. Another 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Yes, say peace out, deadlifts. We're done with you today. We're going right into those suitcase rows. Picking up 1. Another 3. Oh, here we go in 5, 4. Hinge at the waist. 3, 2, and go, ladies, go. Lifting those bad boys up, dropping them back down. Our back is not moving. The only thing moving are our arms, bending the elbows and then extending. Legs are on and strong. Ten seconds here. Keep it up for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Woo! Yes. Drop 1 down to the mat. Let's go down into our last one of the morning. Last exercise. We did it. We made it. We crushed it. We are almost at that finish line. We're going to finish strong. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Lift those feet up. Reach for the toes. Back comes off the mat. Don't worry, ladies, this is not it. Once we finish here, we're going to flip right over, drop the weight, and go into 10 push-ups. You know how much I love my ladies doing push-ups. Being able to push and pull our own body weight is absolutely beneficial and super important. So, I like to end most of my workouts with some push-ups with you. Keep it up, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that weight down. Flip it over. Come into your 10 push-ups. Those hands are going to be stacked underneath the shoulders. You're going to take a little step apart with the legs. Bend at the elbows, press through the chest, and stand up. Option here, bend the knees, lift the heels up towards the butt. We want those heels as close to your booty as possible, and then come down into the chest and press up. Either way is totally acceptable. Bending at the knees or coming into your high plank and completing your 10. Get those down, ladies. When you're done here, we're going to meet in a down dog. Way to go, way to go. Excellent job, Kelsey. Way to go, Bosch. Yay! Nice job. Let's meet in our down dog. Strong ladies doing push-ups. Pedal out the dog by bending the knees. Come into your high plank here. Drop the knees to the mat, uncurl the toes, extend through that back, lower back, lift the chin up, come into a cobra. Starting to feel a stretch in the lower back. You're going to exhale and look over your right shoulder, looking for your right toes, your right feet. One more inhale. Exhale, we're looking over the left shoulder, turning your gaze, turning your neck. One more deep breath. Back into the center, uncurl the toes, come into your high plank, bend your down dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Slowly lift yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Feeling the pull in the lower back, feeling the spine extending. Hands are going to come all the way up to the top. Interlace those fingers. Go back into your back extension. Exhale, lean back. Head is looking at the ceiling. One more exhale, then we're going into a forward fold. Shift the booty out, straight back, drop the hands to the earth. We're going to sway the hips side to side. Might feel a little crack popple in the hips. That's okay. Slowly bring the chest up to about halfway. Hands come to heart center. Bend the knees. Place the triceps on the inside of your knees. Push your knees outward. Chest is high. If you want, you can open up the toes here if it's a little too difficult with straight toes. We're just going to stretch out the groin. You can place your hands on the mat if heart center does not work. And we can shift your elbows and shift the weight left to right to go a little bit deeper into your stretch. Place the hands back on the mat, straighten out the knees. Again, lift one vertebrae at a time. Here's our finale, ladies. Hands come up nice and high. Where you at? Get on up there and wrap those hands around your body. Tell yourself, I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm so grateful to show up for myself and for you ladies. Thank you so much for coming in and enjoying my space together. I always love to have you here.